Well, hello, this is Mrs. Duncan. I'm your Humanities 101 online instructor for this course, and I just wanted to take our time in our first video to kind of acquaint you with the course and our first unit. So here we are on our opening page, and we'll talk about announcements a little bit more later, but that is something you'll need to check, but I'll try to send those by email as well. Alright, over here on the left is our course menu, all the blue buttons. This works the same in all of our e-college courses, and think of them as drawers. You have to click on them to open them, and you'll find the information that you need. So our syllabus, if you click on that, which is very important, that's one of the first week things. In fact, it says click on the Start Here button, and that's by now, hopefully that's what you've already done and you've completed those. So I'm going to come down here to our instructional materials, because once you have done the Start Here and for the first week, which includes the syllabus, and you've gotten your textbook, then you are ready to start the instructional materials. So this is where you'll be in every week, weekly assignments. So I'll click on that. And it just reminds you that you can't get started until you've done the Start Here, but we can't wait on you. These have a time frame, and that's really important to understand, is that each unit has a week, and then the things that have to be done for that end. You can't do Unit 2 while we're in Unit 3. So that's important to recognize. I'm going to get into, let's see, some examples here. Let's start with Unit 1. Okay, you're going to have a to-do list to kind of let you know, kind of a checklist, and you can print any of these pages out that you would like. We'll have lesson objectives, what it is that you're supposed to accomplish or learn how to do or show that you can do by the end of the unit. And your to-do list is going to include a variety of things. There will be readings, there will be discussion board posts, there will be there'll be quizzes, and that will be pretty much every week. And then sometimes along the way there's essay assignments and there's others assignments. So as you scroll down, you see each of those. They're like little drawers too, because you have to click on them to access that. And so on the unit reading, now I don't have a direct link to the textbook. You have to purchase that yourself, and you can get it in print, and there is an textbook available, and there's a variety of options that you can look at. You can possibly rent it as well, but look for that in that part. It'll tell you the page numbers here, though. It'll tell you if there's other readings that you're responsible for. Okay, going back to Unit 1, then there always will be assigned videos, and so the one you're looking at right now is the course orientation video, okay, which I have not loaded up yet because I'm not done with it yet. And usually there are several videos, but since this is the week to get your textbook and get going into your Start Here, we don't have a ton of things to do, okay, fortunately. I mean, there's already enough to do. The discussion board, this is a link, and what you're looking for is the introductions forum, because what this will do is link to the entire discussion board, and usually the only one that you need will be up, and it'll tell the name of that week, that unit, and it has the specific instructions and whether you have to post replies and how long it's going to be available. But as the other units come along, they will have their discussions as well. Okay, so going back to weekly assignments, this is in Unit 1. Scroll, whoop, there we go, Unit 1. So you have to read the syllabus, and you have to read Chapter 1 of your book. Now you can catch up. I'm not going to have a quiz on Chapter 1 because it might take you the whole first week to get your book, but the quiz on the reading of Chapter 1 will happen the following week. I'm giving you a little bit of time, especially with drop add, to happen, but the syllabus quiz has got to be done, and that might be open a little bit longer than week 1 simply because of drop add. So when you open up, you will see, and right now I don't have it where you can see it, but anyway, you'll see that you have the quizzes, and when you'll see the quiz that's open for your unit that week, and when you click on it, then you can begin the quiz, and you need to make sure you read carefully, and if you get more than one chance at the quiz. If you've never taken a quiz in Blackboard before, scroll down. There's a little tutorial video on how to take a test online. So we've really tried to make it where everything that you might need and instructions on, there's a video, there's tutorials, there's written instructions for you. And that's why that start here is so important, because you have to have certain software, you have to have a webcam, you have separate there's various things that even if you've taken an online course before at Lawson, it's completely different now with the e-college and requires different things. Alright, so that is in our first week, and I did want to kind of show you something about the textbook. I scanned a page of the textbook so that I could show you a little bit. The textbook is very important. You cannot take this class and pass it without the textbook. We have homework off of these perception keys. We have the terms and their definitions are part of the quizzes. The quizzes are mostly over the chapter readings. Your essay assignments come from content in the book. If I have videos, it's supplemental, and sometimes it might be on a particular painting and I'm giving you more background information on it, or I'm explaining, like I am explaining in this video, kind of how things are working. But you cannot get by and have any chance at passing the midterm exam, which for this course we have a proctored midterm and final exam with ProctorU. And if you're going, what's that? Then you need to go back, because you must not have done all your start here. You have to arrange and set up an account with ProctorU and with your Lawson email, and you have to schedule your test time. There's a whole link, to how you do that and what that's about. Your regular week-by-week quizzes you just take that week, but the exam, you can't get into it until you schedule it with them and take it during that time. They have the password and that very important information. So that's important. And that involves so as I was saying, the textbook is necessary and required. Now in print form, I know it's very expensive. It's because of all the artwork in it. You will be able to sell it back. It's a new edition, so you will be able to sell it back at the end of the semester if you bought it at the bookstore. But there are much less expensive options. Let's just go ahead and take a look before we're done with our little video. Okay, it's the Humanities Through the Arts 9th edition. The cost buying it on Amazon.com ranges from $118 to $154, and it might be more than that in the bookstore. But again, they will buy it back. You can rent it. When I checked Amazon.com this summer, you could rent the book and then you return it for about $70. You could ebook rent it from Chegg.com. I don't know if you have ever used them before, for 130 days, which if you go from the beginning of our class right there at the start, that first week, 130 days should get you up through the the end of the semester. They have a number of days you can choose. So from 70 to 80-ish, that's half of what it is in print. You've got several options. The thing is, you don't have any other software, you're not buying anything else, but you have to have the book. So make sure you understand that that's a priority, but you do have some options on how you purchase it. So it can be rented as an ebook. I believe it can be purchased from McGraw-Hill, the publisher, as an ebook. I'm not sure yet if the bookstore is going to offer an ebook access code. I'm trying to work that out. So just to review a little bit, make sure you're not going to be able to do what you need to do without doing the start here. And then you need to read the syllabus. That's required. It's kind of long. But you have to understand the complexity of and what's required to take this course this way. We have a lot more that's involved in it than it was in the past, and all these are laid out the same. There's a lot of buttons, but these are things that are required now. And so integrity classes, we'll get those as needed. But pretty much everything every week after you do start here is in weekly assignments. You can go directly to a quiz, you can go directly to the discussion board or to the essay assignments. But if you go every week into weekly assignments, you'll see your calendar here feature will kind of put all your courses together, and you'll see when things are due. Well, I look forward to meeting you in the discussion board. That's going to be fun. You're going to be doing some of the same things as I'm doing right here. This is a little video using Screen-O-Matic. There is that's in here with Start Here and Course Technology. Let me click on that because there's all kinds of tutorials. If you are new to Blackboard, there's downloads, all kinds of things for that. Okay, there it is, Screencast-O-Matic tutorial. We're going to be doing Prezis, PowerPoint. You'll do a screencast, doing a web. We're not going to build a website, but you know, some webcam videos. And you'll use this same little tool that I'm using right here to talk about, you know, an assignment or a piece of art that I asked you to look at. So that there's just going to be a variety of things that we do, and you've got to have the technology, and there's all the little downloads to figure out and find out how you do that. Well, like I said, I look forward to meeting you and getting to know you and us creating an online community. It's going to be really great, and I'll see you in Blackboard.